Burkina Faso has just signed a landmark deal with China, one that could change the future of this small West African nation. But this isn't just about one country. It's about power, partnership, and a global shift that's unfolding before our eyes. Could this be the start of a new chapter in Africa's history? And what does it mean for the world? Let's break it down. For decades, Burkina Faso has faced enormous challenges: poverty, unstable electricity, and rising insecurity from violent groups. Progress has been slow, and people often felt left behind. But the new contract with China is being seen as a turning point. Unlike traditional Western aid that often came with conditions or fell short of promises, China is positioning itself as a partner that delivers. This is more than charity. It's a vision of mutual growth. So what does this deal actually bring to the table? First, energy. One of the biggest projects is a solar power plant near Donsin Airport, funded with Chinese support. For a country that depends heavily on imported electricity, this is a game changer. Hospitals won't lose power during critical surgeries. Schools will have reliable electricity so students can study at night. Homes will finally be free from candles and weak generators. This project alone has the power to transform thousands of lives. But energy is just one side of the story. Burkina Faso has been battling extremist groups for years. Villages live in fear of attacks, and the army often lacks the resources to defend the people. That's why military support is another key part of this deal. China is supplying armored vehicles, rocket systems, and training. For ordinary citizens, this isn't just about weapons. It's about feeling safe enough to send children to school, run businesses, and rebuild communities. The agreement also points to something much bigger: a long-term partnership. Roads, schools, hospitals, and digital infrastructure could be next. Each project builds trust. Each road built, each hospital powered, tells a story of progress. Burkina Faso may be landlocked and vulnerable to droughts, but with the right investment, it can unlock its potential. For China, this deal is part of a wider strategy. Across Africa, China has been building roads, railways, and power plants, what many call the New Silk Road. While Western nations often hesitate, China steps in with financing, technology, and manpower. It's not just about helping African nations. It's also about shaping China's global image as a reliable partner. Africa's young population and growing markets represent the future of global trade, and China knows it. China describes its approach as a win-win partnership. For Burkina Faso, it means progress, jobs, and stability. For China, it means influence, trade opportunities, and long-term allies in West Africa. Strategically, this strengthens China's role on the world stage, proving it's not just a regional power, but a global one. Let's go back to energy for a moment. Electricity is the heartbeat of modern life. Without it, factories can't run, shops close early, and students fall behind. Burkina Faso has long depended on expensive imports, draining its economy. The new solar project promises energy independence and a sustainable future. For China, it's also a chance to showcase its expertise in renewable energy, sending a clear message to the world that it leads not only in industry, but also in green technology. And then there's security. People often ask, can weapons alone bring peace? The truth is, stability requires more than military aid. It also needs dialogue, community rebuilding, and trust. But for now, the Chinese support offers hope. Hope that villages can sleep safely, that children can attend school without fear, and that markets can thrive again. Burkina Faso is rich in resources like gold and cotton, but weak infrastructure has held it back. This deal could change the equation. With new roads and facilities, farmers can bring their crops to market, traders can move goods more easily, and students can access digital education. These small improvements build the foundation for an economic transformation. But at the core of every agreement lies one invisible factor: trust. Burkina Faso and China only restored relations in 2018, after years of distance. Trust won't be built overnight. It will depend on whether the projects are delivered on time, whether ordinary people feel the benefits, and whether promises turn into real results. If trust grows, this deal could become a model for Africa-China cooperation. If not, it risks being seen as just another unfulfilled promise. So what does all of this mean? For Burkina Faso, the contract is a chance at dignity, independence, and progress. For China, it's an opportunity to strengthen its role in Africa and shape a multipolar world. The solar plants, the military support, the infrastructure projects, they are more than policies. They are promises of a brighter tomorrow. In the end, this partnership is about more than money or power. It's about people. It's about a mother who wants electricity so her child can study, a farmer who wants roads to bring crops to market, and a shopkeeper who wants security to open his store. If those needs are met, then this deal will not just change Burkina Faso. It will stand as an example of how global cooperation can light the path from struggle to success. What do you think? Is China really offering a win-win partnership to Africa, or is there more to the story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into global stories shaping our world.